Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure diorama video. Today, we're going to be looking at my Batcave setup. What prompted me to do this video is because I got these awesome trophies recently. As you can see in the background, we have some of Batman's signature trophies from the Batcave. The giant penny, the giant Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the giant Joker card. In addition to that, there are other trophies. We have some of their signature villain weapons and little display cases. We have Jason Todd's costume there. Now, what you see in front of you is the Extreme Sets 2.0 Batcave. That is just my portable Batcave. My full Batcave is in my Batman room, and we'll take a look at that at the end of this video. I want to give a huge shout out to my boy, Bone Johnson, for 3D printing me some of these trophies. He's one of the subscribers, and we started chatting on Instagram. We've been chatting for quite a while, and he's a 3D printer, and he offered to make me some really cool stuff. And he put his money where his mouth is. This is phenomenal. Things I've wanted for a very long time. He 3D printed me the giant penny and the giant Joker card for my Batcave, among some other things as well, but those are going to be in another video. In this video, we're going to take a look at each of my different trophies and props, enhancements to the Batcave diorama. I'll explain where they came from, and then, eventually, at the end of the video, I'll put them into my actual Batcave where they're going to be for a long while. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I really like this Batcave setup. I think it's freaking awesome. I've been wanting something like this for many, many years, and I finally have it. In front of you is the Extreme Sets 2.0 cardboard pop-up Batcave. It's actually called the Cave Diorama because it's not officially licensed by DC. This is my portable Batcave. My full Batcave is my Batman room, and we'll take a look at that at the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's start off with some of the props. We'll start off with the biggest one, the T-Rex. I will drop a link in the description below to Bone Johnson's Instagram. You can see some of the stuff he's made for me, and then some of the upcoming projects. He's getting better and better. We have a ton of stuff in the works for the future. And real quick, before we look at the T-Rex, here's the Extreme Sets Batcave 2.0. We have the back computer here on the left. In the back, there are some vaults for different suits, so I popped a couple of bat suits in there. And it's very roomy, very spacious. It has this big sort of circular metal platform in the middle, perfect for a Batmobile. This thing is fantastic, and it folds up, gets put away pretty nicely. Now let's look at this T-Rex. This T-Rex is part of the Mattel Jurassic Park line, specifically called the Colossal T-Rex. It is giant. I believe it's part of the 4-inch scale line, although it works just fine with 7 and 6-inch stuff. It is absolutely massive. This Batcave diorama is probably, I don't know, 12 inches tall or so, probably even taller than that. This T-Rex is about the perfect size for the 7-inch figures. I mean, it's probably a little smaller than it should be compared to realistic scale, but about the right size for the dinosaur that's in the Batcave. It's really not easy to show this thing off. I'll do the best I can. It's just way too big. So, T-Rex itself, here's a look at the face. It has a hinged jaw, open and shut. You can actually put action figures down into the mouth, and it goes all the way down into the stomach, which you can actually open it up and remove the figure. So it has a nice little sort of play action feature, but that is not why I got this thing. I got this thing to put into the Batcave. Now, the articulation is there, but it's also quite limited. It's got these hands here. Yeah, they can go up and down, and then the back legs here. They go in, you can hear it's sort of ratcheted the way the joints are, and his tail, it can move around the tiniest little bit. Now, there might be a better version out there that's just as big. I'm not really sure, but this one here was like 50 bucks on Amazon. Maybe it's a little more now. I think it's awesome. And I don't need to be super articulated, as it's simply just supposed to be a statue in the Batcave. Now let's look at the coin. This is another one of Batman's signature trophies in the Batcave. This giant oversized coin he got in a confrontation with Two-Face. This is made by my boy Bone Johnson. Now, when he messaged me, he just got into 3D printing. It was all experimental. We're kind of going through this together. It's been a lot of fun seeing his sort of trial and error. Some things didn't work, some things did work, etc., etc. Now, the coin is awesome. It is scaled perfect for what it's supposed to be. Much bigger than the figures, just like it would be in the comics. I am so ecstatic to finally add these things to my Batcave. Like I said, I have been wanting them for so many years, and they're finally here in my grasp. There are a couple of issues here, and we'll talk about that as we look at it. Like I said, kind of trial and error. This stuff is not easy to do. I personally have absolutely no experience with 3D printing and 3D scanning, etc., etc. And I really appreciate people out there helping me out. So, he 3D printed me the stand here and the coin. Now, the coin has a couple issues, like I said, and he's actually going to be making me another little bit cleaner, crisper one. But in the meantime, I just couldn't wait to post this video. I wanted to share with you guys some of my new diorama and props and acquisitions to enhance my Batcave. So let's take a look. Come on, buddy. Alright, let's get him out of there. Now you can see Abraham Lincoln, big giant face, In God We Trust, Liberty, and it has the year 1947. That is the year that is actually on the coin in the cave. Now, the only real issues are, it's got some smudges here. Now, he told me he spilled some glue on it, unfortunately, and, you know, it caused a couple little issues. You can see fingerprints, etc., etc. Not a big deal at all. He said he's going to make me a new one because he's a perfectionist. And, you know what, I appreciate that. When I get the new one, I'll put this to use in my Two-Face base. A couple little smudges here. I get it. Not a big deal. Nothing sticky at all. Look at that. That is absolutely fucking awesome to finally have this giant coin for the cave that I've wanted for so long. Look at the backside. United States of America. 1 cent. I mean, it's perfect. You can even see little Abraham sitting in there. Look at this thing. It looks so good. So awesome. And it's not exactly fragile. Don't get me wrong, if I threw it against the wall, yeah, it'd probably break. But I don't feel like I really have to be super, super delicate with it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome addition to the cave. Now let's look at the giant Joker card. Obviously, Batman got this trophy with an encounter with the Joker. This was 3D printed and painted by my boy Bone Johnson again. He made these two absolutely awesome props. So, let's take a look. So, as far as the thickness goes, this is about how thick it is. It's pretty thick. I like it. You can see it's got Joker in a sort of jester outfit, Joker at the top, Joker at the bottom. Now it has these 2 extra pieces on the top, and these I asked him to add per my request. They have little holes in them here, and I have this little stand here. Now this stand is just some random thing I used to just sort of prop this thing up just for this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some clear fishing wire, run it through here, and then suspend it in midair just like it is in the cave in the comics. But look at it. It is awesome. Backside, yeah, a couple little sort of paint issues there, but it's going to be against the wall in my Batcave. You should not see those at all. Love it. It also doesn't feel fragile. It's a lot thinner than the coin, so it's going to be a little bit more fragile. And it's possible, I'm considering maybe cutting these things off and just making a little hole at the top of the Joker card, but for now, I'm going to use it just as is, just like I asked for. Perfect. Thank you so much. Love these 2 props. So my boy made these 2 trophies for me, and I thank you again. I mentioned we're working on some future projects. He's working on a couple different versions of a Bat computer, a custom Amanda Waller, a custom Humpty Dumpty, Quarter Owl masks. He mentioned an Oracle computer in the future. Lots and lots of different items on the horizon. Look forward to them. Some of the stuff is looking top-notch. Can't wait to share it with you guys. Here's an example of another project that he completed for me. He made me all 6 different heads and masks of the Joker robbers from the beginning of the Dark Knight. Yes, I know they didn't all have the same outfit, but I got 6 of these bank robber Joker figures with the intent to put these heads on them, and bam, here it is. Another project I've wanted to get completed for many, many years, and here it is, 7-inch scale, McFarlane DC Multiverse style. I'm going to be doing a whole separate video on these guys in the near future. Watch out for that. And this next trophy, well, it's not exactly a trophy, it's more of a memorial. This is the Jason Todd Robin costume in the display case. I believe this was first introduced in The Dark Knight Returns, and this has been a staple in the Batcave ever since. I don't actually know if he still has it up, since Jason Todd has come back in his Red Hood, part of the Bat family now. I kind of feel like it should always be there. Either way, here it is, the display case with Jason Todd. Now, what I did to make this, I took the NECA Annabelle figure, and she had a little display case that she would sit in a chair and sit inside of, and decided to make that my Robin case. And then I went to eBay and bought a Mattel Carrie Kelly Robin figure. It was extremely cheap, I don't know, like $8 or something. And in the original continuity, Dick Grayson wore this Robin costume. Jason Todd wore the exact same sort of elfish Robin costume. And then in The Dark Knight Returns, Carrie Kelly also wore the same costume. Tim Drake had a different costume, David Wayne has a different costume, but in the original continuity, Dick Grayson and Jason Todd wore the exact same suit. Yes, Carrie Kelly's a female, but it doesn't really matter, you can't tell. So, I took this Carrie Kelly Robin, I basically cut the arms out, and then I heated up, popped the legs out, and then cut the feet off. And it works perfect. The only thing missing is I don't have a domino mask floating up there, but I think it works really well for me. Now, in addition to that, you can actually open this thing up. Come on. The display case here, it has the Robin suit in there. The feet, no legs, because it was just sort of tights or whatever. I think it works great. And it was really, really cheap and easy to make with simply parts I had in my collection already. And then my next two trophies here. These have little sort of display stand tables. They actually came in some sort of pizza deliveries from a long time ago. On top of that, we have the DC Direct, DC Icons accessory set, sort of display case. I think maybe it had like a little flash helmet inside of it or something like that. Now, I got one myself. Someone else was willing to sell me theirs a long time ago. And then I took some accessories from some DC Direct figures. We have a Two-Face coin and a Joker bang pistol. I think it works phenomenal as little sort of villain weapon display case trophies for the Batcave. Like I said, this one here has a Joker gun. You can see the little bang flag there. And this one here has a scarred up Two-Face coin. I think these are awesome additions. Little corner of the Batcave in the background. Great little extra details. And then I have another one of those. And this doesn't match the other ones. This is a square display case I got with some wrestling figure. I would love to get more of the DC Icons display bases, but it's just not that simple, and it's not worth buying the whole set again just for that, especially nowadays when the price has gone up. Now this one here has a little race car. Now this is from Batman the Animated Series, the Mad Bomber. You attach his bombs to these cars. Another fantastic villain trophy for the background of the Batcave. Here's a look at the old sort of fill-in Batcave trophies I used to have. The coin, the dinosaur, and the Joker card. And now, to replace them with these new ones, some major upgrades. Here's a look at my new Batcave trophies next to the inferior old ones in front of them. Now let's take a look at my Batcave in Wayne Manor. My Batcave is in a walk-in closet, which is an offshoot of my main Batman room. At the bottom here, we have the Batcave, trophies, vehicles, etc. Above that, more Batcave. We have computers, labs, more trophies. Above that, we have part of the Wayne Manor. Above that, more of the Wayne Manor. And above that, a whole bunch of different Bat vehicles. So let's take a closer look. Starting with the side here, we have two of these Mattel giant Batcave playsets. One from Justice League, one from Batman vs Superman. As we go further down at the bottom, a couple Bat Cycles, some more Bat Cycles, some more Bat Cycles, and some more Bat Cycles. Here are those Batman trophies, the Joker card, T-Rex, and the coin. I suspended the Joker card in midair, just like I said. Found a fantastic home for these guys. We have some more Bat vehicles in the background. Here is this giant Kenner Batman Forever Batcave playset. Absolutely fantastic. Harold Alnut working on a couple bat cycles. Batmobile. A few more Batmobiles, Bat vehicles. DC Direct Batcave. Some Batman armored suits. Flying Fox. The DC Direct Batman Animated Series Batwing. Hot Toys the Bat. More Batman armored suits. Trophies. Bat Computer. Batman and Alfred with the Jason Todd Memorial. Bat Gadgets. Bat Lab. Bat Vault. More computers. And then the Wayne Manor. All off to the side here. Just wall-mounted McFarlane's Batwing. Bedroom. Living area. A lot more lounging and living areas. It even goes into Alfred's kitchen. And then more of the Wayne Manor. Ending with Damian Wayne's bedroom. And then the top, Space a Big Issue. These are all the Bat vehicles from more or less 90s, 2000s to now. Space a Big Issue, and it's a pain in the ass when I have to get some of them down. That is for sure. But what sparked this whole video was getting these badass trophies. Hell yes. Really enhances my display. So that was a look at my Batcave, Wayne Manor, and then storage for different various Bat vehicles. A ton of new Bat trophies to add to the mix to enhance my Batcave setup. Now there are definitely some things I should have done, like painted those white shelves black before I put them in, maybe painted the wall, the bottom of the Batcave, but maybe one day I'll do that, but no time in the near future. Still, I love my setup, very spacious, ton of room for all my stuff, ton of room for the different civilians to move around the Wayne Manor, a lot of bedrooms, a lot of TVs, a lot of living areas. And then we have the Batcave, ton of areas for the Bat Gadgets, Bat Computers, trophies, and then below a ton of areas for the vehicles and larger objects. Hope you guys enjoyed this little tour, a small piece of my collection, although a very important part. Huge shout out to Bone Johnson. These trophies are magnificent. Love them. They really enhance my display. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure and action figure diorama reviews, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.